Alright, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Does she want to be married or a wife? Um, okay. To be married is basically to unite. A husband will be defined as a married man or somebody who's financially responsible for his wife or family. A wife will be considered just a married woman. Now, those are the definitions. Usually, we put more emphasis on the certain things because most of this responsibility is on the man. Thus, you know, why men lose so much in divorces and all that. The thing about it is, now women can handle more responsibilities, but conveniently choose to and choose not to. So now wife is actually expounded as a term. So wives have to bring things to the table. Now, usually, I think old school wives brought more to the table than new school wives because old school wives could work and they could do other things inside and outside the home. I don't think that as much now. And what I'm about to say is this: I think some guys' issue with marriage. I mean, I have the issue with marriage myself, but it's rooted in the fact that a lot of women just want to be married. They don't want to be wives. They don't want to be united. They don't want to be on the same page or on the same team with their husband. They just want to get a ring and say that they're married to somebody. Which, if it doesn't work out and they get divorced, normally they're still gonna leave with something. So it's really a win-win for them. Guys, on the other hand, don't necessarily want to be husbands because of the responsibility and the lack of um, reciprocity in that role. Because our society has made it so that, you know, a husband has to fend for his family, a husband has to fend for his wife, a husband has to fend for his kids, but nobody has to fend for and the husband has to fend for himself. So sometimes when women wonder why guys are cheating out here, is because to a degree he could be greedy, and to a degree you left him on his own. You know, you he had to go some. Encouragement is somebody else's job. Affection is somebody else's job. Understanding is somebody else's job. Support is somebody else's job. Commitment is somebody else's job. You know, teamwork is somebody else's job. Cooking is somebody else's job. Cleaning is somebody else's job. That's why when you see these women nowadays, you know, they married women, but they need a nanny to take care of the kids, or they want a maid to come clean up the house, or they want a chef to cook, or they want the man to cook or buy takeout all the time, then you have effectively, you know, blown a gaping hole in your marriage. Um, so, you know, which is a problem. So a lot of times, you know, some of us guys, we just don't want to be married because it's an inconvenience. Because if I'm going to lose, I'd rather lose for just on me. I don't want to have to lose and everybody else gains and I still lose. And then, you know, and then everybody's mad at me for making their situations on the short term better, but on the long term worse. Because a lot of these divorces and child custody and child support situations, let's be honest, a lot of these women don't fare too well. Even the ones that you would say got a great deal, they don't fare too well. Kids don't fare too well either. So, and I wonder for the women out there, like, what is y'all big incentive on being married anyways? Like, is it like female validation from other females? Like, I got somebody that want me, because I've always thought that a lot of women don't want to be with men; they just want to be wanted by men. So, now that you get the marriage is like the ultimate attention getter. Somebody wanted me enough to marry me, so obviously I'm wanted, and I'm important. Okay, but what about the other person? What about what they want? What about what they need? What about when they want to talk? What about when they want to take a break and they need you to hold them down? You know what I'm saying? What about when something is eating at them and they're acting out, nobody gives a shit, and they really need you to console them? You know, sometimes you want men to be men, and that's cool. Some man gotta be a man, but a woman has to be a soft place for a man to fall to, shouldn't it? Doesn't she? Like, a man can't be her rock. Like, a man is supposed to be her rock, and she's supposed to be his pillow. What happened to that? Well, people want to get married to be. And what I'm saying is, I've met more women who just wanted to be married and not necessarily concerned about the man that they marry. They don't necessarily care about him. You know, if he's making $1 million, they love him. If he's making $10,000, I don't love him no more. It's not caring about him. If he cheat on her and got caught, he's coming to earth. If you buy a diamond ring, say I'm sorry, he ain't that bad. It's not caring about him. You know, if he takes care of the kids, oh yeah, he's a great father. But if he pays more child support, he's a great provider. But that's not caring about him. So a lot of this stuff that goes on, and part of the reason that men don't really want to get married is because, in all honesty, most men know that women just want a ceremony. They don't want a man. And their actions when they're single say that. You might want a man to pay for the meal. You might want a man to buy the house and the cars. Maybe take you shopping a time or two, go on a trip. You might want the man to make you come. You know, someone to get pregnant by, have the kids for, and and he's financially responsible, but none of that equals in wanting the man. So, why be married? Because if a marriage is to unite, but a lot of people never unite with people even when they're dating with them, which is the practice for actual marriage. This is my opinion, man. I'm out.